everybody, how are we all? I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to my channel and to a video I've never filmed before. We're cleaning today. This is gonna be...
We've never cleaned before.
We've never cleaned. We're gonna clean our whole flat because it's been well overdue. The last time I did this was like beginning of January and it wasn't even that much of like a deep clean. So we're gonna like, this is gonna be a long old haul. We're doing bathroom, kitchen, bedrooms, hallway. We're pulling everything out, bleaching everything, cleaning everything. Not for any reason, just because it's nice to do it as a little bit of an interval refresh. So, cue what is gonna be a very silky montagey video of me speaking about what we're doing and what we're using. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Right, let's go! Okay, so let's do this. I feel like the first thing that's really important when you're doing a deep clean is just to remove as much as you possibly can. So I rubbed in Zara, who was more than happy to help, she loves cleaning, and we just completely emptied our bathroom. So we went through all of like our toiletries just to see if any were empty, took like the plants out, the towels, basically just completely stripped it. Now that was done, I said to Zara, I've got to put the marigolds on because cleaning the bathroom is dirty work. So as you can see, our tiles came up really grubby. We've got a bit of mold in our bathroom. We've contacted our landlord, so we were just basically scrubbing all the tiles down just to try and make sure they're as clean as possible. So I was just using a scourer to try and remove that, and then I used the Domestos spray bleach. So I started off around the bathroom sides of the bath, and then used it on the silver chromeware as well, and just rinsed that off just to try and get rid of all the bacteria. And then I used the pink stuff from Poundland. This stuff is brilliant. It was literally came up so well on the taps. It made everything look super shiny and sparkly. I just worked it in and then rinsed it all off afterwards, and they looked brand new. I was so impressed. I'd heard really good stuff, so very impressed with that. And I just continued on the shower head as well, just to make all the chromeware look nice and clean. And then I used the Power Window and Glass Stain Remover, and I just sprayed that on our glass shower screen and used like an IKEA squeegee just to remove any watermarks and make that look nice and sparkly, which it looked perfect. And then all I did was use the shower head and a little bit more of the pink stuff just to clean the little bit at the bottom of the glass, just to make sure it was all nice and sparkly clean. And then I did the bathtub as well. And then we just continued bleaching the walls. It seems like such a mundane task, but it made the tiles come up super sparkly. So I'm really happy with how that worked out. And then I just used some Power Force thick bleach down the plug hole as well, just to make sure it was all running clean. And then Zara brushed up the floor just to get rid of any little bits and bobs that were left. And then I used the dustpan and brush just to pick up the bulk. And then I used the hoover just to clean it fully. Now it's time to mop the floors. This is just the Aldi all-in-one floor cleaner. So we used 2 capfuls of that. And then we used some Zaflora Country Garden. Again, 2 capfuls of that in a recently boiled kettle. Just pop some water into the mop bucket. I was tackling the toilet while Zara did the other shower room. Obviously you guys don't want to see too much of cleaning the toilet, but I just popped some bleach in the loo cleaner brush, and then I also just wiped the toilet seat and all that good stuff. And now I just emptied the bathroom bin, just got rid of all like the loo roll canisters and that kind of thing, and just gave everything a nice little clean and polish. I picked up some of these blue Insistent cleaners, and they just literally go right directly into your toilet. I just think these are better rather than having them on shore. I know some people prefer those, but you just plonk one in, pop the lid back on, and then every time you flush the toilet, it comes through. And then I just give our toilet mirror just a bit of a clean, make sure that was nice and sparkly. And then the next thing I had to do was just fill up our anti-bac hand soap. We have this in here just as an extra option. Obviously you can wash your hands in the main bathroom. And then I just swept the floors and then used the mop and just gave everything a nice clean, and the bathroom was looking perfect, and so was the toilet. The last thing to do in the main bathroom was just to give our hand soap and our toothbrush holders and that kind of thing just a nice little clean. These do get a little bit grubby from time to time, so we just gave everything a nice little wash and made sure it all looked beautiful. And then I refilled our hand soap as well. And then I just popped some fresh clean towels into the basket and just made everything look spick and span. We popped the house plants back in and that kind of thing. Lit a candle, just made it all look nice and lovely. Our next job was to tackle the kitchen. Now the kitchen we keep clean because obviously we cook in there so much, but it's just nice to do a deep clean every now and then. So I used the elbow grease and kitchen cleaner, both from Aldi, and we started on the hobs, and then I started on like the backsplash area near the hobs. Just give everything a really thorough scrub. Then I used the pink stuff again. This is really good on anything like chrome or shiny. I just put a little bit on the hobs, let that soak in, and then rubbed it in, and then Zara just buffed it off with a blue cloth, and they came up sparkly clean. And then Zara's just re-cleaning the black splash, and then I've used some of that elbow grease again, just on the actual gates of the hob, just to give them a good little scrub, because they can get a bit grubby obviously with cooking. So yeah, just use some hot soapy water and some elbow grease. And Zara has given our clock a little polish, just making sure that's all sparkly too. And then it was kind of just time to put everything back in place on the hob and put everything back on the countertops. Because the way our kitchen's set out, it's kind of split up into 3 segments. So then we tackled like where our toaster, coffee machine, kettle is. So again, we just stripped everything off. Zara's just getting in there with the kitchen cleaner straight away. I was just cleaning up like the coffee grinds and that kind of thing. And then I just pulled the kettle and toaster out and got rid of like the crumbs and the crumb trays. Just gave everything a good, solid clean. Zara's just cleaning the coffee machine for me there. This is like my pride and joy, so I really was really grateful that she did that for me. And then I just emptied out the kettle, got rid of any like lime scale and give that a nice little clean as well. Just some hot soapy water, just got rid of any like watermarks or anything like that. Because our kettle and toaster are black, it does show up watermarks quite easy, so yeah, that's what I did. And then it was just time to reassemble the coffee machine, put everything back in its place. So I've just put like the gate in, give everything like a nice good once over. We put the kettle and toaster back and the toaster trays, and everything was looking how it should. It's just so satisfying putting everything back and it's all clean and sparkly. I love it. Now it's time to tackle the last bit of the kitchen. So we were just stripping everything from the worktops again and give everything a good bleach and then disinfectant on top, and then we just popped everything back, so like the coffee machine, the cookbooks, the KitchenAid, the scales, that kind of thing. Just made sure everything was where it should be and it was all nice and dust free and grime free and that kind of thing. Now it's time to just do some dishes. So we did these before we actually cleaned the sink area. We had some breakfast, so we cleaned the dishes, and then I used a little bit of bleach and some pink stuff on the stainless steel area of the sink, just making sure like the draining board was nice and clean. It is honestly one of the most satisfying things, just cleaning a sink. I know I'm a bit weird, but I really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm just using some hot soapy water, just making sure it's all rinsing through, cleaning the tap, cleaning the little tap section, and then also cleaning our draining board as well, just to make sure that's all nice. And now my least favourite job, tackling the bin area. So I had to empty all of our recycling and I got our main waste bin. And then I also gave the bins a good disinfectant as well. So I popped some Zaflora in there with a little bit of boiling water and some bleach, and just left them for around 20 minutes just to give them a nice good steam. And then Zara went in with the brush, and now I'm going to follow her with the mop. Again, we're just using the Flash all-in-one on the floors with some water just to make sure it's all nice and clean. So while Zara was doing that in the kitchen, I decided to give the hallways a bit of a hoover and then tackle the living room. Now the living room's in really good shape. We just needed to give everything a nice little dust and that kind of thing. So I just stacked the dining table up and just made sure everything was looking all good, and then dragged it over and got rid of the rugs, any like crumbs or things like that, tipped them on the floor, and then Zara went in with the hoover. It was just time to give everything a little bit of a tidy, so I just folded up all of our blankets and rolled those up and made sure they looked nice. And then it was time to tackle like the living area. So again, I was just moving like the coffee table, and then I just gave the rug a bit of a shake and then started hoovering around there as well. And Zara got involved with the hoover in the sofas too, to make sure all of that was nice and clean. So while Zara was starting on the other hoover, I used the Star Drops leather soap cleaner. This is really good, it's like nice and nourishing for your leather sofas, so I just buffed that in with a little paper towel And the Chesterfield is looking in really good condition considering it's so old. We absolutely love this. It was second hand and it's just really nice to keep it in good nick. So yeah, I did that for the Chesterfield, and then it was just time to put everything back in place. We actually swapped the rugs around, and I think this one looks really nice here. So we just popped all the cushions back on the sofa and just made it all look nice and cozy. And then I just went around with a dust cloth and a duster just to make sure there's no dust on like the lamp and the sides and that kind of thing. Just making sure everything is spotless. Now it's time to tackle my bedroom. Again, bedroom's in really good nick. I just needed to change my bed sheets, which I did in the morning, and just pop a couple of things away. So I just made my bed. Honestly, making my bed is one of the most satisfying things. I absolutely love it. I do like to take a little bit longer than probably usual to make a bed, but if it looks cozy to get into on an evening, then I know I've done a good job. So yeah, I just changed my sheets and just made everything look really nice. And then it was time to just give the bedrooms a bit of a hoover. This shark hoover is brilliant. It literally sucks up so much. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, went in with the hoover, and then I used this 1001 carpet fresh cleaner. It's actually meant for houses that have pets, but it's really nice to just give the carpets a bit of a spruce. So I did them in the bedroom and the living room. And then you just leave it in. You don't even have to hoover it up. It's brilliant. And that is everything, guys. That is our full flat deep clean. I really hope you've enjoyed it and you found this somewhat therapeutic to watch. I absolutely love watching these. I just find them so lovely. But yeah, our flat is looking sparkling clean and ready for a new week. But yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed it. Give the video a thumbs up if you have, and don't forget to click the subscribe button as well. And if you enjoy the speed cleaning videos, I'll be sure to film more. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye for now.